Alright, welcome back guys. This is another video for Dying Light 2, how to combat every single enemy in Dying Light 2. Currently right now, like I say in all the other videos, if they ever add any more variants or any other different types of infected or people, I guess, but I'm pretty sure they're set on how many types of people or enemies that are on the actual human side they want to be adding in. But for infected types, I think they have plenty of wiggle room there. But in this one, we're going to be going over the Spitter. Definitely an interesting kind of zombie. And obviously, we have one right here, so he will shoot vault like massive amount of spit at you at once, and it does a massive amount of damage. One thing I will say, like it will quickly burn through any kind of health bar, no matter what. He does lob it like a dang mortar, and he's able to hit and then surround a big area. And while he's doing that, those little spitballs that he's firing there of acid will actually linger in the air a little bit. It does a little bit of damage to you. It'll knock off like a good quarter of your health bar, as you've seen there. It's not by a whole lot, but it can also very easily be able to set up a way of area denial to make it to where that you have to play around a little bit more in a way of room. So he becomes very problematic the more he stays alive. He's able to really quickly get out of hand. So, obviously you would think, come into his range and try to be really aggressive up close. He'll spit and vomit everywhere on the ground, and that will do massive amount of damage to you if you get close. So there's not really a good way of going about attacking him unless you are shooting from afar. So his lobs of spit does take a little bit of time to actually be able to reach you. From afar anyway, so you technically want to play more towards a longer range, despite that, seemingly to be his best strength. But you do not want to get up close to go in for swings unless you have a lot of health and you're able to very confidently take all that kind of damage heading up around. You can't really jump over those puddles when he spits in front of you, so there's no way to really maneuver around it unless you jump up onto a wall and run around or swing around with the grapple hook. So that is something to keep in mind. So as you can see, easily, he's able to rip through my health incredibly fast. This is one guy, one of the low tier enemies that can put out this much damage in such a short amount of time. So again, aim and fire. You can easily hit him like that. Or if you spit around, you can run around maybe. It'll try to spit out. It'll lunge at you and try to attack you like that. And then continue to spit. He has like a weird, faster kind of spit up close. But by the time he actually tries to get off that kind of move, you're able to get in and get a couple of swings. So you're able to get in. He tries to come in for a swing. You are able to grapple. As you've seen there was a bit of an icon or a prompt to give me a grapple. I want to get out of the way because he is doing a large amount of damage. I'm going to go ahead and heal. That's what I mean. You're able to jump in, get a grapple in, or if you want to, he'll spit, run around it if you can, swing around. Even then, you might get a little bit of damage done to you, and you can burn. So no matter what, if you do try to approach him, chances are you are going to be taking some type of form of damage. Puts out a lot of it. So that's why I recommend going in for either long range attacks. So his spitballs do take a little bit of time to actually travel to get to. You can fire once, quickly strafe and aim and then fire a second time or anything along those lines. So you're able to do that. So it is playing in technically what would seem to be his strength for longer ranges. That is not the case. So you want to be way up over here. So one thing I will mention, if you are on a low hanging building or a low roof kind of building, not skyscraper like this, obviously outside his field of view or of detection, but you are up on a good 1 or 2 story high building, he is able to shoot spit balls like that upwards and act as like a mortar coming down and hit in your location. So you have to get into a weird angle or run completely away from him if you do not want to be attacked by this guy. He does have a lot of ways of taking you down or from afar there. So he is one of the very few smaller infected types that is actually a big pain to go against. I think the next one I'll be covering is going to be the Charger, and that is going to be very interesting. I'll go over that in a little bit, but yeah, so he's like the one actual real problematic small or the smaller types of infected that you'll be running into. Doesn't really have a huge health pool or a bunch of attacks, but he just is able to put out so much damage in such a small amount of time, and kind of tricky. So if you are coming up for close range, which a lot of people go ahead and do anyway, you are 9 out of 10 times you are going to be taking some type of damage from them. So it is to be expected unless you use the long range attacks. You can do a grapple. I don't really see a time where that actually will come in handy because you're already in his area where he's spitting all over the place and burning you alive with toxic goo, so it doesn't really help you out in any kind of way, but there you go. For some reason in my game, they are very rare to be running around, so this is like the only spitter that I've seen in the last couple of minutes to try to find them for this video, so it did take a little bit of time of finding that, but yeah, so there you guys go. That is the real quick summary, or not the summary, or real quick kind of like breakdown of the actual spitter, how he attacks. You can actually see how many times I actually had to heal, just showing that for a little bit of time there. Obviously, I wasn't trying to really dodge the attacks a whole lot, or trying to outgame him any kind of way, but you get the idea. So there's that. Again, longer range weapons. It will take several shots with the bow, as you've seen there. I already fired like twice with it, and he was still able to walk around. So he does have a bit of a health pool. It is a bit larger, so my bow does like 353 damage. So obviously you can see that he does have a pretty sizable health pool. It's not too big, obviously. I mean, you can just come in for like a couple swings and take him out, but it's enough to take a couple more shots than just like one arrow at a time. I don't know about the crossbow though. You could probably fire him once and you'd be able to kill him because that thing does a lot more damage. But yeah, so I just wanted to go over that, and that's going to be pretty much the spitter. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about the whole infected type down in the comments below. If you find any other ways to go about combating them or fighting them in any other more effective way than I just showed there, please let me know. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one.